What is it about Latinos, Latinas? What is it about Latin people? What is it about Spanish people that makes them so passionate and crazy and hot-blooded? And what is it? Is it genetic? Is it cultural?
It's got to be genetic. It's got to be genetic.
You think so?
When you get 10 Cubans together or 10 Italians together, Greek, the volume goes up. We're all from the same. Something has to be. Something. The volume goes up automatically. Old Sicilians, the volume goes up, man.
What is it?
And then you have the Spanish thing that is just fucking nuts. Listen, man, right out in the open right now, I'll say it. I'm as Cuban as can be, born in Cuba. I don't mess with Cuban women. I don't mess with Spanish women. I just don't. I love them to death. You talk to a lot of Jewish people, guys, they'll say, I love being a Jew, the whole thing. I don't mess with Jewish women. They just don't. You grew up with your mom. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get. You think about your mom and whoever put up with her shit. You know, your mom's Sicilian, old school. You know, it's different, man. They yell, they scream. You don't want to put up with that.
My mom was pretty calm. Her mom was a yeller, screamer.
Yeller, screamer. If there's a problem, sweet. The Saints get called. Once the Saints get called, you got a problem. What did I do to deserve this? But no, I can't. It's too much. It's just too much, man. Too much passion. The shoes come off. People getting yelled at. I don't dig it.
People throwing shit at each other. Yeah.
But you get those spicy Latinas, you know, zeroed in, and you get them where they're fucking savages. If you control that into sex and all that, it's fucking probably savagery. Like I said, I've been with one Spanish girl, and I moved on.
Enough.
I got left back. That's how good the pussy was.
You
I got left back
in school?
7th grade, got left back. I stopped going to karate. I stopped going to church. And I was just dry humping her and feeling her tits. Can you imagine if she gave me that monkey in the 7th grade? I would have been fucking Walking Dead.
Do you remember how overwhelming it was the first time you were with a girl?
Overwhelming.
Like, you'd never had any sort of feeling like that in your life, and now it's just overwhelming. It's completely overwhelming. Like,
and then you have two sets of friends. You have the logical friends, and then you have animal friends when you're 13. So I had friends that would go, that's nice. Where you guys going to go to a movie? And then you have the fucking heavy-duty animal. What are you going to do? You know?
you doing the finger motions.
Yeah, and they're like, what are you going to do? You got to fucking grab her and make out with her right in the... They just tell you what to do. You're lost. You're completely fucking lost when you're 13. But how great is it to fall in love and hold hands and go to the movies and go to get a slice of pizza?
When I was in 13, I lived in this place called Jamaica Plain, and it was like it's kind of becoming more gentrified now, but at the time it was kind of sketchy. And we had some kind of crazy neighbors. With this one kid, his name was Paulie Hudson. He lived right next door. Paulie Hudson was my age. We were both like 13, but he was like 30. He was like a 30-year-old 13. He knew a lot of shit. And I remember one time he was talking about sex. I hadn't even come close to sex. I don't even know if I had kissed a girl. Like maybe, like a little peck or something like that at 13. Paulie Hudson probably fucked 100 girls by then. I'm not kidding. This kid was an animal. And we were talking, and he goes, somehow or another, it got on the subject of how a penis enters the vagina, how it gets in there. And he was telling me it goes up. You go up in her. And I go, you go up in her? And he goes, you ain't never fucked a girl, have you? I'm like, no, I definitely haven't. Like, I did want to admit it, I'm sure, but it was fucking obvious. I didn't even know that your dick went up. I thought it went straight in.
We all do. I just found that out now, and I'm 53. I didn't know it went up and anything.
I literally thought, I could never figure it out in my head, because I was like, well, I kind of know where the vagina is. Like, how could it work going straight through? It doesn't make any sense. But that's literally what I thought. I thought you went straight in. I thought it was like a belly button. Like
the thoughts you have about sex as a young man or a young woman got to be, you don't know.
Yeah.
You can't figure out why they do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're so confused because you didn't have any of those thoughts 2-3 years ago. Like you're 10 and you're just thinking about comic books and, you know, all the stuff you think about when you're 10. You know, what do you like to do? You like to go fishing or something. You know, you're just hanging out with your friends. And then all of a sudden you're 13 and your dick is hard all the time. And you're so confused. And when you're around girls, they hug you and you're like, whoa. Your body's just overwhelmed. The smell of their hair and just being around them is so attractive. You're like, holy shit, what is this?
First time you sneak up behind a girl, you're behind and you smell her. her hair or something, you get like a fucking anxiety attack. Like, what the fuck is this? He's that close to you. Or they touch you. And then you have did you have somebody who broke sex down for you?
No.
Like we had a dude in my neighborhood that always wore a towel. His name was Puerto Rican Nelson. And he lived in the back of a thing, and we go to him. It started with him fixing our bicycles, and we evolved with him.
Wow.
So we went from playing baseball on the street, and he would come out. He was a bartender at night. He would come out and throw balls with us and wiffle ball. And that's the guy you go up to and you go, hey, man, can we talk to you tonight? Because first he introduced us to weed. Right? He's like, you guys smoke weed? And we're like, nah, we never. And then he sold us like 7 joints for $5. So he became our dealer. And then the next level was girls. So we asked him, what do we do about girls? And he would like yell at us, you guys never fucked? What kind of little fags are you? He would just fucking say a bunch of shit. And then it got to the point where we'd have like clinics at his house. Like we go, can we come over tonight? Yeah, it better be quick. What time? 7:30. We come over and we go, Nelson, we have to take this girl out. What do we do? And he'd break it down. Take it to the movies, you pay. But then you wanted more,
Right.
Nelson, what do we do? And he's like, all right, I'll teach you about sex. Come around to my window tonight about 8 o'clock. I'm going to fuck my girlfriend. I'll let you listen. Like shit like that. Creepy shit. And we actually went over there at 8 and listened. Like shit like that. And then we would ask him about cum. Like, what's cum do? And he would tell us it pregnates the girl. He was like, in the 70s, there wasn't no sex education at schools, dog. So you had to get it where the fuck you got it.
Right.
So you didn't have that in Boston? Absolutely.
I didn't have any uncles like that or friends like
Paulie
that.
Hudson?
No, he made me nervous. I tried to avoid him. It was too street.
It was
for
too
me.
real.
He was too street for me. That kid. There was a couple kids like that. They were too street for me. I was like, oh, that's when I like really realized that I need to learn how to fight.
There's a lot of people out there that want to ban knives. Well, fuck them. Yes! Here at Product Probes, we embrace knives. Let me show you.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant cuts into the reservation. Defunk the pistol that you pay for. Dispunk the feeling that you stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement.
Unless you're one of those that needs a safe space, head on over to productprobes.com and join the team.
America, fuck yeah!